So, this is episode 2 of the Stanley Parable, or whatever the fuck it's called. I think that's what it's called. So, I don't know what to do now, so I'm gonna resume them. I haven't looked up anything or anything. So, wait, does it just restart?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'm just gonna follow what he says, because last time I was just, kind of disagreeing
there was not
with him. Okay. So, yeah, what was I saying? I forgot. Wait, what is? What? Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
5
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh my god! Amazing, amazing.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay, now, I don't know, I'm just gonna... Is it gonna just repeat the same thing that happened yesterday? Or last episode? Well, it was yesterday, for me.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Well, I've been through this already. I don't know if it's gonna be different. Or
Now
is it just,
the monitors jumped
has it just restarted?
their true nature revealed.
Yes.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Probably.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
This actually looks very
or sad,
sick.
or content. Walking, eating, working. All
Mind
of it monitored and commanded from this
idle,
very place.
awaiting
And as the
input.
cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Last time
he would dismantle the controls once
finish.
and for all.
So last time I clicked on and I died. So this time I click off. Well, what happened? Did I?
Blackness
Uh-huh.
and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I don't know. Is it over?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Yeah,
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Yeah.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Birdies.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand,
cool.
but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be
This actually looks
his.
pretty nice.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
What open door are you talking about?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, okay. Nice. Beat the game. Amazing. What? Okay. So, did I just beat the game? Okay, let's go now.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah,
Yep.
blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway.
Oh, okay.
No surprise.
Boop, boop, boop. Can I do
But
anything
was
here?
the proof.
Because
The heart of the operation. Controls,
Offline.
label, mantle, the controls.
Boop.
One. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Yeah.
In the event, let's say, 2 minutes.
Yep.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Okay, now I'm dead. Okay, now I'm just gonna
All of
disagree
his
with everything he
co-workers were
says.
gone. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Bitch.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. Yo.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm surprised as well.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
No, you
I realize that
definitely are.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult,
Why don't
but
I
the
go?
fact is that the story has been about
No, I
nothing
don't
but
fall.
you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Who?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley.
Who, her?
Your
My wife?
chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I got scared.
That's her,
Oh my
Stanley.
God.
You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you
Who's
can truly
her?
place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Hello? Hello, hello? Huh? Oh. Oh!
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh, hello.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife? Who wanna
Even in
commit their
games,
life
I'm
to
still
you?
single.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside.
What,
Let
that
me
my
show
life
you
is
what's really
pointless?
going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Wait, I die? Good morning, employee 427. Press L on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Please press C.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Have I? 8. What if I press something wrong? Nope, it doesn't.
But in his
Doesn't work.
mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Please press M to watch TV. Wait, where the fuck is the TV? Oh, I see. M.
And so he began to fantasize about his own
Hey.
job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Where's the TV?
thought excited him terribly.
Press M to spend time with the boys. Hey, I'm with my boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
You are a bitch. What? Please press 3 to prepare dinner. Well, I'm kinda hungry and I want dinner, but it's kinda late, so yeah.
As he wandered through this
Nice
fantasy
dinner.
world,
What
he
are we
began to fill
eating?
it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. Down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And
Yeah.
down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Tell your kids a story. Where are the kids? And is this supposed to be my wife? Because she's thick. Nah, maybe. Isn't she? Nah.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Perhaps. Tell your wife you love her. Babe, we know we've been going through some problems, and I just want to apologize and tell you I love you and I miss you.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm not sure if I want to, but fuck it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How
Nope.
can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to
Nice.
see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I don't know, mirror. Question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Maybe.
And I
this time.
tried again.
Please die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I
Did I die? This is funny as hell. Oh my god. Please die.
all of his... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, sure, I'm gonna go left.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Now I'm gonna stay here. What happens? Is he gonna say anything?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
And
no
I like
reason
it.
to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Yup.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yup.
Standing around doing nothing?
Yup.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I mean, I'm just here to annoy you, if that's what's happening.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
I
It
guess,
didn't even
but
occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
well,
never
I don't
would
care.
have thought
I'm
to
gonna stay
mention
here.
it. maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or
real?
the drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Addicted to drugs and hookers. Dude, what the fuck?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Yep.
You got to the broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of
But
before it
there's-
begins to decompose.
There's nobody. So
Hello?
just gonna
Anyone who
decompose in the
happens to be
corner.
nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
I am
He or
there.
she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another
Area.
human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Uh-huh.
All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
No. No. He's not gonna say anything. Okay, I'll leave.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Well, I'm not
Coming
sure
to a
about that.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to
Ouch.
prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yeah. Dude, what happened? Wait, you know what? Begin the game again. Ooh, what happened? Where am I?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What happened? Why? Is it just a shortcut? Let me restart. Begin the game again. So there's an ending. It's the escape pod ending.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So this ending is I have to walk through the office, like the door, and go back. Is this it? Does this make sense now?
Here's the door.
Oh, I got it. What do I do now? Well, I can read through it, but it's like blacked out. So most of it, like till it says enter the boss's office, but immediately leave before the doors close. And yeah, the rest of it is blacked out. I can click on it and see what I have to do. So I don't know what. Yeah, I'm just gonna explore now because I don't want to like spoil the game. Well, what am I supposed to do? Like I can walk back. Is it? Am I supposed to go back here? Should I? Because everything is open. What is this? What? Hello? You are now leaving. Oh. Oh. Escape pod bay. Okay, wait. What is this? Can I open this door? Nope. Okay. So the ending is called escape pod ending. So I suppose I've got the right ending. Okay. Is it the same or... I don't know what happened. I don't know what's happening. What is this? Can I get... What the fuck is happening? Okay. Oh, escape pod launch bay. Nice, escape. Where am I supposed to go? Wait. Should I just go? Sure. If you jump scare me, I'm a break a bitch. Oh, nice. This is the weirdest ending. It's too quiet. What's happening? Why can't I see anything? What's happening? Oh. Did I escape? Awesome. So that was the... Which ending is it? Escape pod ending. Well, I've got the madness ending. The madness ending is the one where I went insane and fell off and died and a woman found me. So next ending is coward ending, which is don't leave your cubicle and close the door.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me.
Nothing.
In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley
Will I?
waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What happened? Did I die? Okay, I don't know what happened. Well, what? What is this? What is this? Whiteboard ending? I haven't seen this. What? I don't understand. Okay. Okay, so this is...
All of his co-workers
This ending
were gone.
is not
What could it
Stanley
mean?
ending.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't know what this ending is. Find out you're not Stanley and then watch an educational video. Well, let's see how educational it is. So now
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I have to ride this freight elevator.
Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking
What do you
for
mean by the
her.
phone's plug?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance
Pull out
to
the
redeem
phone's
yourself.
plug.
To
Oh,
put
yeah,
your
yeah,
work
yeah.
aside.
Because you
to
remember
let
the
her
mannequin
back
ending
into
that I
your
got
life.
where
She's been waiting.
my wife was calling. I see.
That's her, Stanley. You. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Yep, I
Now,
did.
that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
I don't
you
know.
actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No,
Well, I don't know what's supposed to
it's
happen now.
definitely here, clear
It's
as
all
day.
blacked out. I can
Stanley
read it, but I'm
picks
not
up
gonna.
the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
Yep.
Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action.
Okay.
How is that even possible?
I don't know.
None of
Ask-
these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley.
Oh.
You're a real person.
Oh,
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Okay.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember
Fire,
that unlike here,
all the way.
the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What? Practice.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
What is he
Most
doing?
medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make
At
more
least.
than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Thank you.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
So I don't know what I'm supposed to do now?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Sure. Okay, now I'm supposed to go back. Oh, thank you for opening the door.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Wait, he said... Which...
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know what? Fuck, I'm going back.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh no, what happened? Oh, what happened to the map? Okay, what am I supposed to do now?
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect?
Everywhere.
How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely?
Oh,
to
no,
willingly
please.
destroy all of my work? I don't know.
No, please.
What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
No,
I have to.
please.
I have to.
Oh, what? No, why? Oh, no.
who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny?
Yeah.
You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
I am, actually.
Oh, my story.
Your story.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Okay, what happened? Did I just restart?
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm not doing that again. Okay, now let's see what's gonna happen.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
What happened here?
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Okay, 115.
Stanley spoke the code.
Do I have to say
Night
it?
Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
115. It's not working, dude.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
Probably.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
115. Wasn't that the code?
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Oh, God.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What is this?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please.
Oh, my God.
I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
Oh, my
Can you hear
God.
me?
No, I
Is
can't.
everything all right?
No,
Stanley,
I
this is
am
important.
dead. Or whatever.
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
You're champion.
Do something.
Oh.
Anything.
Why'd you go all sad?
You never know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
Yes, but no.
Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Okay. That was a cool ending. That was a cool ending. That was one of the cool ones. So, like I said, I'm gonna leave it there. It's 3:08 a.m. right now. I don't know why I record these videos so late, but it is what it is. So yeah, like, subscribe, maybe share, please. I don't know. I don't know. Do whatever you want. If you don't like the video, dislike. I don't care. I'm just happy I can upload shit on YouTube. It's fun. So next video I'll do the rest. I don't know if I can do all of them, but yeah. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.